Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will show you how you can create user form and how you can write Excel VBA programming for any user form. In my previous video I created this user form which is displayed here. So in this video I will explain the coding of this user form. Before I start, please subscribe my channel because I will create some useful video for Excel VBA programming, so you can learn a lot of things about VBA programming and how you can create uh, Excel macro. So just click on the tag which is displayed on the top right corner of this video to subscribe my channel. Okay, let's start. This is the user form which I created in my previous video. There are some controls. These are text boxes, combo box, spinner button, frame, radio buttons, and check boxes. Another combo box, and this is multi-line text box, and this is command button. Let's start to writing the VBA code for this user form. First of all, you need to write for the user form. So just double click on any part of user form, and this is the initialize event. Actually I have written my code because I want to save some times. If I write while I explain you, then it will take more time. So I have written the code, but I will explain one by one. So this is the event handler. When you double click on user form, it will display. This is the event handler, and I would like to explain event. Whole Visual Basic programming is dependent on events. That is why it is called event driven programming. So what is the event? Event is an action user will take. It is an action that a user will take to operate the application. Event means if a user will click on any command button, that is an event, that is called click event. Or if user will write the text into text box, that is called event, that is a change event. When user will drag the mouse on any control, that is an event. So every action that user will take to operate the application, that is called event. And the group of code, just like this, the group of code that will handle the particular event is called event handler. So this is the event handler. This is the user form initialize event handler. It means that when user initialize their user form, then this code will handle that particular event, user form initialize event. So event handler is the group of code that will execute when that particular event will be generated. Okay, so this is the user form initialize event. And as you can see, there are two combo boxes. This is first, and this is second combo box. This is the combo box of controls of user form. All the controls which you created on the user form will be displayed here. As you can see, there are checkboxes, frame, text boxes, label and command buttons which I created on my user form. And when I select any control from here, as I select user form, then in the second combo box all the events of this selected control will be displayed on this second combo box. So the second combo box is the event combo box, and all the events will be displayed in the second combo box. Okay, so it is clear. This is the control box and this is the event box. Okay, so let's start with the user form initialize event. Open your user form and any blank space, just double click on user form. So this event handler will be displayed. This is the first line. It will unprotect our spreadsheet with this password. Just set1 dot unprotect and give the password what you set it on your spreadsheet to protect it. This is the line, and it will clear combo box 1 and combo box 2. Then this line will add some values into combo box 1. This is the designation of employee. First item is general manager, second is storekeeper, third is developer, second assistant manager, programmer and data administrator. You can change as you like. And this is the value of combo box 2. It is marital status. First is married and second is unmarried. You can increase or decrease your values of this combo box. And this is the text box 1. This is the age field, and its initial value of age is 18 years. So this is simple code which is in the user form initialize event. When your form will be displayed first time, this code will be generated. Okay, then second event handler is the user form terminate. When you close the user form, this event handler will be executed, and there is a single line of code which is protect your sheet. When you finish the data entry work and when you close the user form, then you return to the spreadsheet, then your spreadsheet will be fully protected, so user can change or enter any new records directly on spreadsheet. So when you close the user form, your spreadsheet should be protected. This is the simple line, sheet1 dot protect. This is the password, and this is the other properties. You can write drawing objects equal to true, so you can draw any objects. Contents equal to true, scenario equal to true, and you can set its value as you needed. So it's a basic function of this line is to protect your spreadsheet, so user can't change or enter new records directly on the sheet. Okay, then we need to code of this spinner button. The function of spinner button is that when you increase the value of this spinner button, the value of this text box should be increased, and when you decrease the value of spinner button, the value of this text box should be decreased. So just double click on this spinner button, so it will display the event of spinner button 1 change event. This is the change event. it means that when you change the value of spinner button, this line will be executed. There is only one line. It is the simple line text box 4 dot text equal to me dot spinner button 1 dot value. It means that when you change the spinner button, the value of spinner button should be assigned into text box 4 object, text box 4 control, and the minimum value of this spinner button you can check it, and you need to set it when you create this button. It's a minimum value. This is the minimum value, and I set it the 18 years. 18 years is the minimum value of this spinner button, and when you increase this this button, the value of this spinner button, it will increased by 1. So this is the small change. Small change means the value when you increase the value of this spinner button or decrease the value of spinner button, it will change by 1, and this is the max value of this spinner button, spinner control. So when you when it's 200 value, then you would try to increase the value of spinner button, it will do nothing. So the minimum value is 18 and maximum value is 200. So this is the line to handle the change event of a spinner button. It will just assign the spinner value to text box 4. Okay, then take this button, command 1, and when you click on this button, all the values of these controls of user form should be inserted into sheet 1. Then when you close this user form, your spreadsheet should be protected with password. So let's start the click event of command button 1. This line is error handler. If any error occurred during this program, the program will be shifted into this label and user will get this message, something is wrong, please wait, please check. So user can understand that there is some error. These 3 lines will create some variables which will be used in this program, and this line will get the last used row from sheet 1 and is stored into lrow variable, and this line will increase the lrow number by 1. So this by this line, the lrow variable will be the last used the last available row of sheet 1, and we will use this variable to indicate the current available row, and this 4 line will assign the value of text box 1 into column A, text box 2 into column B, text box 3 into column C. Simple line. And this is command combo box 1, and it is assigned to column D. It is the designation of employee. This is first name, last name, address, and this is designation. This line will get the value of gender field. If option button 1 equal to true, it means that if user will select the option button 1, this button, then the gender variable will be assigned to male, otherwise it will be assigned to female. Simple line. This line will assign the gender variable to column E, and this line will assign the text box 4. Text box 4 means the age of employee, and it will be assigned to column F. This is the qualification conditions. I used an array, that name is qualification array, and it has 4 elements. Because we have 4 qualifications, so I used 4 elements for this array, and I store one qualification to one element. This is the first element, and my condition is if checkbox 1 dot value equal to true. If checkbox 1 is checked, then higher secondary, it means caption of checkbox 1, caption means this text which is displayed along with a checkbox. So this is called caption, and the caption of command checkbox 1 will be assigned to qualification array in element 1. Otherwise qualification array 1 equal to empty, and as well as I assign checkbox 2 dot caption equal to qualification array element 2, and this is the qualification number 3, and it will assign to qualification array element 3, and this is last qualification, and checkbox 4 dot caption will be assigned to the last element of qualification array. Okay. Finally, I combined all qualifications into one entity with this variable, qualification variable, and the condition is that if qualification equal to empty, then it means it is the first qualification that user selects, and the first element of qualification array will be assigned to qualification variable. If qualification is not empty, it means that there is some qualifications have been assigned to this variable, and in this case this condition will be executed. If qualification array X is not equal to empty, then I will combine all qualifications to qualification with comma separated, and finally I will assign the qualification variable to column G, and combo box 2 dot text, it means this is marital status of employee, will be assigned to column H, and text wife, it means it is comments field, and text box 5 will be assigned to column I. You can check it. L row is used to all these lines because L row is the next available row, so we have to use this variable to focus the current or next available row. Okay, finally user will get this message data entered, and this is the another separate subroutine which I will explain you. Finally exits up. This is the label of array. If any error occurred, the program will be shifted to this label and user will get the error message. This is the clear form, and it will clear all the fields when user click on command button, and when user form will be displayed to first time. Text box 1 equal to empty text, so text box 1 will be cleared, and like this. Text box 2 is equal to empty, text box 3 empty, text box 4 will be assigned to 18 initial value, text box 5 empty, combo 1 combo 2 empty, and option 1 and option 2 will be deselected, as well as all the check boxes will be deselected, and the focus of program will be on text box 1. Okay, finally I will run this program again, and one thing more, you need to create a command button to open the user form. So this is the command button, and in this button you need to write this code to show the user form. So this is the name of user form, and this is the show property. It will show the user form when you click on this button. So I will run this again. Just click on it, and the user form will be displayed. Put some records: first name, last name, address, gender, age, qualification, marital status, comments, and click on update button. So the new record has been inserted into next available line. Okay, this is the program. Thanks for watching. If you did not subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel, because I will create some valuable and knowledgeable video to learn Excel VBA programming. So thanks for watching. Thank you very much.